screwing around for too long. I want to play this game. So. So this is Chasm. I put it on my wish list a while ago because it was a fascinating looking retro game, and that's the kind of thing that I play. I've never played it before though. This is my first time. So let's kind of discover this guy together. Ooh, name entry, huh? How long can this be? Can I get orangutan in there? It's kind of the test of the old school cred that a game has. If I can get the entire orangutan in there. Yes, okay, that's legit old school cred. This is like, it's got the 8-character DOS era limit on the name of your save game. I am on board. So luckily orangutan actually does sound like something. Okay, looks like we got randomly generated worlds. That's pretty good. Normal difficulty. Let's go. So Cloudcraft says that apparently we've got to make a, if you make your games aesthetic retro, then I'll probably give it a try. That's not too far off. And it's weird because I don't have any like conscious sense that I'm super into retro stuff. Like I know guys here at the office who really are. Like they're all into, they're very hipstery, into 80s and 90s stuff. Or earlier obviously is also an option. I don't think of myself that way, but I do get totally fascinated by a good retro vibe. I'm not sure exactly why that is. Anyway, Jareth says, I thought I'd find you up here. Did you fall asleep watching the Knights ride off on their mission? Don't worry. You're the brightest recruit this outpost has seen in some time. An outpost appears to be some kind of special word. Soon you'll be a full-fledged Guildian Knight, and I'll still be here running errands for the commander. Which reminds me, he sent me to find you. Your orders are to report to Commander Silkser's office at once. Silkser? You better hurry. He seemed even more impatient than usual. It's funny how, usually people don't play games reading things aloud, but even if something is difficult to pronounce, I even have trouble, like I stumble over it even when I'm reading it to myself quietly. And Silkser is definitely a word like that, where English speakers are not prepared to put that particular set of sounds together in their face. You better hurry, he seemed even more impatient than usual. Okay, so this is me. I'm some kind of jumpy man. And, oh, so I can talk to people. He doesn't like to be kept waiting. All right, let's go. Can I go down? Yes, I can go down. Whoa. So, okay, so the way they set this place up, it's interesting. Like, it's 2D, but it's not flat 2D. Like, they've got a sort of a 3D style to the art. Essentially, it's interesting because a lot of games that do a retro 2D aesthetic, they try to make it as flat as possible to really push the 2D-ness of it. But older 2D games didn't do that. They tried really hard to make it feel as three-dimensional as possible a lot of the time. So what's this? Sure, yeah, some kind of save spot. And then what is this? I've got a thing. It says, kneel in the light of the watchers, and your deed shall be recorded in the tome of light. Their eyes will always find those who shine brightly. They remember our deeds in this life and offer us a place by their side in the next. Let the light of the watchers illuminate your path, and they shall aid you in the time of your need. A Fizzle the Younger. Yeah, I'm glad my name isn't a Fizzle. I think, everything I wrote would kind of be undercut by the fact that my name was a Fizzle. People are like, oh, that was a pretty good note you wrote us, but your name's a Fizzle, so I can't really take you seriously. Not a lot of action this morning. The view sure is beautiful. Cloudcraft is pointing out that he's seeing areas where it's a little bit hard to tell foreground from background. So far, I haven't had any trouble, but it's hard to believe that this kingdom expects people to do this in order to climb towers. Like, I don't see any stairs, unless they're sort of, part of the cutaway. Oh, what's this? Oh, let's read this plaque. General Cyrus Tifley. Everyone is out chasing down bandits, and I'm stuck here cleaning. That's the last time I throw dice in the barracks. Do I want to talk to all of these people? Maybe not. I don't know which one's the commander, though. Okay, so maybe this is this where we leave, but then before I need to talk to the commander. Where is the... Commanders are usually upstairs, right? That's where commanders go. There you are. Go right in, the commander's waiting. Thanks, Geoffrey. Wait, isn't Geoffrey the name of the Goblin King in Labyrinth? I almost lost some of my, retro cred there. PJ Play says, great stream yesterday. It was fun to hear the aggressive controller sound. I assume you were talking about the mouse thrashing that Scotsman was doing. It's pretty interesting to hear, different people, controlling the exact same game with the exact same input methods will come up with completely different sort of meta level gestures and moves that they're doing. At ease, recruit. I have a mission for you. There's a small mining town about 3 days' journey to the west called Carthus. This morning, I received an urgent letter from the town's mayor. He reports that the miners were attacked by a wild beast while working deep in the mines. The last time this happened, it was only an injured wolf that had found its way down there. Regardless, they refuse to go back to work until it's been taken care of. I know this sounds like a trivial matter, but we depend on Carthus for supplies and raw materials. As you know, I sent the knights on a mission yesterday, which leaves me a bit short-handed. I need you to go to Carthus and do whatever it takes to get those mines up and running again. I think you're ready to become a Guildian Knight, but you must prove yourself first. Do you understand your orders? Good. Head to the armory and get properly equipped before you set off for Carthus. Godspeed, recruit. Thanks, Silksir. Wow, your first mission. I had a feeling today was going to be your lucky day. Be careful on the road to Carthus. The snowstorms are treacherous this time of year. Just the look of that guy's face makes me think that he's a bad guy, but I don't know. I guess my face looks the same, so I don't know. So, Xbox Page Play, do you like my you like my sort of blustering British windbag voice? Oh, go to the armory. Right, the armory. Where is that? Is it... Will something tell me where the armory is? Is there a map? There is a map, but it doesn't tell me where the armory is. Well, I think it'll be quicker for me to eliminate this room I skipped over here on the left. Cloudcraft points out that, yeah, so to reassure the people of Carthus, we'll take care of their problems. We're sending a single recruit to deal with the monster report. Yes, we're taking them very seriously. Oh my gosh, no! Have you come seeking a blessing to aid you on your journey? May the light of the Watchers guide you. Nope. Too much reading. We don't do too much reading on this channel. I'll do dramatic readings of short dialogue. The longer it gets, the less willing I am to spend your time on it. So I assume that the armory must be over here. Cloudcraft points out that he was already getting Legend of Zelda vibes from the text highlighting, and now we got somebody blocking my path until I get a weapon. So yeah, very old school. Commander sending me on my first mission. Yep. You'll be needing a weapon then. Take a sword off the rack. Sword? Like this one? I have a sword. Oh, look, that was Zelda as all get out right there. That's awesome. Okay, remember your training. You'll be fine. Punch, 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 punch. Well, wait. Why is dodge back? I can just... Oh, man. Yes! Yes, this is what I'm doing now. Whoa. Whoa. Woo. Yeah. Woohoo. Some of the tough things about video games, like a movie, you make a movie the way you make it, and you can make it dignified if you want to make it dignified. You make a game, people can always find some way to make your game undignified. Oh, equip it? What? What? There's equipping? Oh, I guess there's equipping. All right, hand. Oh, my X. So I've got an X hand and a B hand? What? Nice. All right. Now can I go? Looks like you're all set. Make sure you have everything you need. Once you go through this gate, there's no turning back. We will literally not let you back in. That is how hard-nosed we are around here. Cloudcraft is saying that because parts of this game are reminding him of Dark Souls, that means I'm not going to enjoy it. I don't think that's true. I've gotten pretty into Hollow Knight, and Hollow Knight is definitely pretty Dark Souls inspired. It's, you know, it's not Dark Souls, but it's Dark Souls inspired in the way that a game like this might be, you know. I'm just running. Just running and running. Man, my life sucks. This is the part of the hero's journey where you realize your life sucks. Carthus, established 672. What year is it now? Oh man, I wish that horse was a platform. Nothing is a platform. I can save though. Glad I noticed that. Nothing is a platform. All right. Oh, there's the mines. So I guess I can go in. Let's see what's over here though. Hey, old man. Ding. Thank the Watchers, a Guildian knight. Oh, you're only a recruit? Well, I reckon I should just be thankful I'm not alone anymore. My family's been running Carthus for generations, but it's begun to unravel under my watch. The mines have become less and less productive in spite of our best efforts. In a last-ditch effort to keep Carthus alive, my crew began blasting in search of a new vein of ore. Some sort of beast emerged from one of the new passages, and the miners fled to the surface. I wrote to your outpost for help, but then a few days later, things got much worse. In the dead of night, a gang of hideous creatures came up from the mines and ransacked the town. When the morning came, I finally worked up the courage to investigate and found the town was empty. Please, you must find the missing townfolk and help restore Carthus. Take this key, it will open the gate to the mines. And please remember to report back here if you find anyone. Wanted. Some stuff. Let's celebrate some other things. Missing Oh, interesting. This is like a to-do list. Okay. So I wonder, is the mines just like the first level of this game, or is this the game? Is the game going to be me going deeper and deeper into these mines and trying to find all these missing people? Oh, Cloudcraft says I might have missed a door before the save statue. Too late now. I'm committed. Okay, so we got a Metroid-style map. And, okay, yeah, and so a single screen can actually take up multiple grid squares. Whoosh. Whoosh. Man. That's why this button's so far back, so I can't do that move. Alright, let's try... Hey, some kind of gobber. Ha, take that, gobber. Ha! Oh, this game's easy. I bet I'll suffer no worse resistance than this throughout the rest of the game. Whoa! Hey, stop that. Oh, Magic Mick, yes, I have played a ton of Rogue Legacy. I've also played a bunch of Dead Cells, which I expect this to kind of remind me of. It also kind of reminds me of Celeste, though... I mean, Celeste definitely had a more cartoony vibe to it and was obviously not procedurally generated. Celeste was very carefully constructed, so... At least I'm assuming that this is procedurally generated, because it said so at the beginning. But I don't know how procedurally generated. Is it just like they made a bunch of... Ooh, a thing. They made a bunch of screens like this, a bunch of like areas, and then put them together in different orders? Or... Okay, well, this is definitely giving me a Hollow Knight vibe. Okay, I can't attack up, though, unlike Hollow Knight. Only laterally. Troll unlocked. Ah! How is a troll unlocked? Are these guys trolls and I unlocked them in some way? Or did killing this many little gobbers unlock something else that is called a troll? I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna destroy every lantern I see. Okay, so I leveled up. Does that mean anything? What? I guess it doesn't seem like it means any choices for me to make. I'm just a higher level now. The Magic Mick just remembered that he's got to finish playing Bloodborne. I haven't even started Bloodborne. I own it. I just never got around to playing it. I've got a whole stack of games like that I've just... Mostly AAA games that I've bought but never played. I just always feel like I get so much more, bang for my buck and so much, fun for my time, and education for my time when I play indie games. That it's just hard for me to devote the effort to cracking open a big, scary AAA game and get started. All right, so I've gone a lot of places now. I'm not sure what I'm accomplishing besides leveling up. So far, these guys haven't hit me, and I'm not sure what happens when they do. I mean, I assume I lose health, but, like, how much health? How resilient am I? I'm assuming it's some... Oh, hello. What's this? Hello, person. Thanks for helping me get out of that cage, my child. I'm Narina. I run the magic shop in town. I was tending to my horse, Buttercup, when I was taken captive. I hope she's okay. She gets awful lonely when I'm gone. I hope there's another cage with Buttercup inside. Stop by my shop and see me if you're ever in need of my services. Or maybe that horse at the beginning that was like hooked up to a merchant's covered wagon, maybe that's hers. So the question is, if I fall off this, will bad things happen to me? Oh, how do I'm betting I need some kind of special skill to get over there. Well, let's see if I can find one. Wait, is that a... Yes, that is... Oh, pushable! It's pushable. Yeah, Magic Mick, one of these days I'll probably end up streaming Bloodborne, and then Cloudcraft will watch me and be like, you're so bad at these, and I will be like, yes, I am. Ow! Oh, ow! Stop. You guys stop that right now. Okay, so that's about how much damage stuff does. Good to know. Uh-oh. Somebody takes 3 hits. Oh, crap. It didn't respond as quickly to my gesture to the left as I expected it to. We're probably at some point going to find out what happens when I die. One of the great questions of the ages, I guess. Out. No! 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 Let me out! Yeah, this is going badly for me now. Oh, okay. So he doesn't attack me. He just kind of walks in my direction, and he's pokey. That's interesting. Oh my gosh, what? Okay. Okay, so I'm here, but I'm still level 1. Okay, so I'm betting this house is gonna get filled with the people I rescue. So does that mean that none of the stuff I just did counted? Yeah, it's locked, so I gotta go talk to this guy again. Wow, okay. Well, let's definitely save before we go into the mine this time. Blah 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 blah. Alright. Magic Mick compares the AI of these guys to Super Mario. I think that's It's a pretty apt comparison. They basically, they just move, there's no like, yeah, attacking or defending or anything like that, at least not so far. They just move towards me and it hurts when they touch me. So Cloudcraft points out that, okay, so I gotta get through all this stuff again, huh? Wait, did I? No, there's something over there I didn't care about. Anyway, Cloudcraft points out that that if I play Bloodborne, he'll be like, no, just let me play co-op with you and then I'll show off. He's not gonna make fun of me, he's gonna save my life. Okay, yeah, so the combat in this game is pretty simple. Like, I don't even have like a combo to this attack, but I mean, there's also a lot of growth that I need to do, I assume. Like, I'm gonna get more powerful over time. I just wonder how much more interesting this combat is going to get. That guy out. Okay, so I just unlocked a troll again. So the guy that I faced that eventually killed me, is that a troll? Did I unlock trolls because I defeated so many little blue guys? Like, if I had run through and not fought those guys, would I not see the tougher character? But would I also not level up? Okay, so I'm collecting all this money, and I'm actually collecting less money this time around because I'm exploring less. I'm just trying to get back to where I was. But I imagine that what I wanted to do was... Oh, yeah. You know, I don't think I went the direction that involved rescuing that woman, did I? But, like, I could probably go back, spend my money on stuff, and then save the game back at the town and keep some of my progress. Oh, wait. Was this where the woman was? I think this might be where the woman was. One interesting thing is, it looks like they've procedurally generated this world, but the idea isn't for me to constantly restart with a completely new set of tunnels. Like, I'm gonna keep saving and, keep saving and reloading my game. Yay, no fall damage. I'm gonna keep saving and reloading my game, and it's just gonna stay the same tunnel. So this is not a roguelike. This is a traditional platformer that just has a procedurally generated layout. That is interesting. Ow. Oh man, having to get your sword at exactly the right level in a game like this can be frustrating. If you can just barely whiff over somebody and you don't have a ton of control over your vertical height, that can, whoa, I just did not even see that coming. That can be kind of rough. Makes you want kind of a vertical attack that hits a big swath in front of you. But maybe there's other weapons I can get that do have a vertical attack, and that's meant to be one of the weaknesses of this starter weapon. Okay, so this time, let's not get knocked into the green. Literally the dumbest monsters I've ever seen. Though, you know, obviously, intentionally. I leveled up again. Yeah, so after I attack, I'm motionless for a certain amount of time. So it's kind of scary to attack someone who isn't going to die immediately or recoil, because they could hit me while I'm recovering. So Cloudcraft says, I think they might be trying to make an experience like the original Metroid, but you generate a new map after winning so you can replay. Yeah, I think that is what they're doing here. I think you're right about that. That basically, they're not trying to make a roguelike style game like Dead Cells. They're trying to make a game more like Hollow Knight, which is, handcrafted and has got a Metroidvania-style progression, but they want you to be able to replay and have it feel new. So the thing is, like, it's interesting because if this game has any kind of length to it, then what am I? Oh no! Ow! Come here, buddy. All right. Then that's an entire complicated feature. Like making something procedurally generated is no small task, and it's a complicated feature that only people who replay the game will ever experience, which is that can be rough. Like when you're sort of doing a cost-benefit analysis or whatever of different features when you're planning a game. A feature of the game that is there something up there? A feature of the game that will only ever be seen by a small percentage of the audience, specifically like people who love the game so much that they're going to replay it. It's usually hard to justify that. Like a new game plus usually works if it's cheap. If making the new game plus mode isn't very hard, then usually you can justify it, right? Because like making the game replayable makes it more valuable to the people who really love it, and and makes it your game can become a perennial favorite instead of just being kind of a one-time experience. Okay, interesting. And now I'm... Oh, whoa. What? Interesting. So that was just like a shortcut back. So yeah, so making like something like a new game plus mode can be really valuable, but usually you only want to devote, a certain amount of time to it. You don't want to essentially make some enormous feature to support it. Usually you want to just be like, okay, you restart and then certain things are different, or you try to make it as slim a feature as you can, because you know that most of the people who play your game will only play it once. And and so time spent making their experience better helps you a lot more than time spent making the experience better for people who play your game a lot. Now, I mean, as a game designer, like whenever I get into those discussions about whether it's worth providing a feature to people who are long-term players versus short-term players, okay, so when he does that, like you always want to make the game as amazing as you can for everybody, but but you have to be able to win those arguments about whether it's worth everybody else's time, Like I've had so many conversations where I'm like, no, what we need to do, oh good, can this heal me? What we need to do is provide this big, elaborate, expensive feature for the people who who play the game over hundreds and hundreds of hours, and and everyone will be like, oh, that sounds great and all, that sounds awesome, except if only 5% or 2% of our players ever get to it, do we want to sacrifice the experience that all of the other 98% of the players are going to have? Do we want to make that experience less good so that we can provide this end game thing for somebody else? And sometimes the answer is yes. I mean, with State of Decay, we implemented a lot of features that are really only aimed at the long-term player. Things like moving maps, for instance, is a complicated feature, but we put it in there for people who want to play the game over a really long period of time. Inventory, Apple, use item. But that's actually kind of unusual. Most of the time, the decisions you have to make about a game will lead you in the direction of trying to optimize for the first-time player rather than for the long-term player. Okay, so I'm going to save this person, and then let's head back upstairs. Okay, some kind of Academy of Science guy. Okay, oh my gosh. All right, so he left. Now where was it that we found that I think it was, yeah, it was to the right over here that we found the exit, the thing that leads me right to the exit. So this place seems like it's going to be important at some point. I don't know exactly what role it's going to play. Okay, so time to save. Yes. And now let's talk to... Oh, wait, what's this? I drank something. So what can I buy from you? Magic knife? Or silver ring? Oh, interesting. So if I put it in my left hand, it's reduced? I don't understand. That's just, oh, it's a spell for magical throwing knives. Interesting. I'm not quite sure how to read this stat block here. Let's grab this. And then okay, so this goes into my B hand. So I get, okay, so my B hand was doing 8 attack damage by punching. Now it does less damage, but at range, so that seems totally worth it. All right, so, well, actually, let me save with this knife bot, just because I like it. Clogger points out that if you want to do a text dump from a character that you've rescued, a better place to do it might be in the place where you can talk to them after you get back to the map. I think that is good advice. Okay, so let's see if we can go a different direction this time. I leveled up. Oh, so... Oh, interesting. So 7 damage is sometimes enough to take these guys out, and sometimes not? Haha. Alright. So looks like we can go straight left, which we didn't do before, and we can also go up and to the right. Let's check out up and to the right. Oh, Cloudcraft pointed out that I'm using mana when I throw. I was not paying attention to that. Okay, so I can't go that way. Until I get some special ability, I imagine, maybe? Oh, what's this? A note! My search for King Trell may have been in vain. Na. Okay, great. Lore. Found a lore cave. Okay, so nothing new progression-wise here. Let's get to the next big drop. Hey, Dan31's here. Yeah, Dan31, there is always kind of a special feeling to seeing a place you can't get to in a video game that you know at some point you will be able to get to. Okay, well, since we've learned that the knives cost mana, I think I'll avoid using them until I encounter something more difficult than these little trolley dudes that I've decided are called gobbers. You don't like the name gobber? Too bad. That's what I'm calling you. So I feel like I got a lot more money the first time I came through. Did I? I feel like I went at least somewhere that I didn't go the second time around. I'm not quite sure where, though. Okay, we're going to drop down here. Okay, so I didn't go to the right last time. Let's see. Oh, hello. Looks like that guy from Ready Player One. Hey, I can save in here. Sweet. Oh, so Dan31 is asking me about how my vacation was. So it ended up not being as much of a vacation as we planned. The idea was, so my mom came out here to Washington and took our 3 daughters away from us so that, you know, we could kind of do our own thing out here with just our 3-year-old son. And we thought, oh man, we'll get so much done. You know, the 3-year-old, he just loves to play video games all day. So, you know, we'll just get a bunch of stuff done around the house. It'll be awesome. Turns out he likes playing video games with his sisters. And he actually really wanted us to play with him all the time, which is weird. You know, you have children and you expect they'll just take care of themselves, and actually you have to take care of them. It's so strange. And so, yeah, so we ended up not actually having a lot of personal time to do our own thing. We ended up, you know, spending a lot of time with my son, but that's fine. Our son is awesome. He's a cool dude. So, you know, we had a good time. But yeah, it wasn't really much of a vacation, not the same way. We did get a few big things done. We managed to clear out our storage. We had been paying for offsite storage, and we're not anymore because we cleared it out and we put everything in our new shed in the backyard. So feeling pretty good about that. I arranged a lot of my old like memorabilia from high school and got that squared away nicely. So we did accomplish some things, just not, you know, not quite as much as we'd hoped. Bilbo asks, why can't kids be more like cats? They do their own thing and don't even want you around a lot of the time. Ah, no! That was stupid. Okay. Ow. I'm suddenly bad at this. And somebody goes, suddenly? Ha ha ha. Whatever. Snarky imaginary person. Got to find gloop unlocked. So these must be the thing that I must be unlocking are like, it must be like, I don't know, journal entries or something about these monsters. Okay, so I think up here, was this the treasure chest I couldn't reach? Let's see. Nope. Oh, no, I don't think I've been here. Ah! Oh, nope. Okay, that was... So, a button that makes you move backwards is really weird because I have an instinctive tendency to move my stick backwards and then push the button. And so I'm facing right. I want to go left, so I push my stick left and hit the button, and I go right, which is what I did into that guy. Ooh, chest. A leather cap. Ooh, I could have had a bandana this whole time. Bandana's better than the leather cap. And it doesn't show up in my model. Oh, I can't crawl through this yet. Betting I can at some point. So where is the one place I actually can go? Maybe down and to the left is gonna be it. I'm finding a lot of places I can't go. And only one potential place I can, so let's hope this works out. Wait, there's no falling damage in this game, is there? Ah, don't get away from me. Oh, well, this is nothing. Hey, you turn around. That's right. Turn your back so I may smack you. Cloudcraft says I need the morph ball to get through that. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so there's the place I need the morph ball. There's the place I need to jump big. There's... Yeah, I don't... Maybe I missed something when I skimmed past all of that science guy's talkings. So let's head back to the beginning, which... There's a place up here to go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning, see if we can find that guy, talk to him. Maybe there's something he can offer me that will let me progress. By the way, I gotta say, jumping in this game, not too bad. Ow! Ah, the falling is pretty bad. There we go. But yeah, no, I'm pretty confident in my ability to land on a platform, which is kind of surprising, actually. Like, I went into this kind of expecting this to be rough, but this is kind of no problem at all. It's interesting kind of learning how much health these guys have. Come on, I just want 5 more gold. Ah! Yeah, take that. That's what you deserve for, you know, sort of walking around with a stick. This is where to go. And there was nothing I missed off to the left, was there? Oh, I wonder if that guy respawned. Let's go find out. Yay, more gold. Okay, so bosses don't respawn. That's good to know. There's nothing more to do in there. Yeah, Cloudcraft points out that my expectation of platforming difficulty might have been set by Hollow Knight, which is really hard. It is a little bit touchier to get used to sort of the movement of the character and you know, learning to anticipate what he's going to do when you jump him around is tough. And then they also start expecting you, not before too long, expecting you to do the jump and attack downward move, which is really, really hard to nail, especially if you have to do it repeatedly to get across some long obstacle. Hey, guy. I'm glad Basden is all right. I used to think of him as a nuisance. What about the that other person? Narina's back. But that's it? You told me to come back and talk to you, and... Okay. Cool. What's this? Some kind of balloon? Oh, whoa, whoa, there's a whole place over here. Oh, I'm on the other side of Karthus now. Oh, oh, I just went in a big circle. Well, fine. This place is like... I don't know. Some reference to some place you can't escape. Well, let's save. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Cloudcraft, was that maybe Basden's got something for me. Where is Basden? Not in here. Not in there. Okay. Wait, what? Hey, I want to get that chest. It's not mine, and so I must have it. Yeah, Drac, this definitely does feel like a SNES game. So... So I don't see that guy. Did I miss something? Wee! Oh, wee, wee, wee. Wee, 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 wee. It wasn't in there. So I guess one of the people I rescued just doesn't show up at the hometown? Hello, young one. Oh, she can't. She lost her book of incantations. Okay. Well, a silver ring. What does this do? Makes my intelligence higher and my bee attack higher. Okay, sure. Let's buy that. Okay. So now, guess we'll go back into the. What? So yeah, let's try to preview some of the stuff that she can sell me later. See if she's supposed to be the source. Yeah, so it looks like a lot of these just affect my stats. That's all they do. So she doesn't seem to sell any like game-changing moves or anything like that. I'm betting there's gonna be some kind of blacksmith over here. Yeah, I guess, I mean, I feel like I must be missing something, right? Unless... Hold on. Oh! Oh my gosh. I'm betting that if I had actually read his dialogue, he might have given me a hint this is what he was doing. So my illiteracy is a big problem. Okay, so he actually has a behavior that responds to me. So not everyone is just sort of on a path. Oop. Okay, so the challenge there is not to jump the gun. It seems like with those rats, it would be really easy to attack them too soon and miss. And then during your cooldown, the rat hits you. So the combat is getting more interesting. I'm gonna take 4 of those. Ah! That. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh! That's gonna frustrate me. The fact that, like, I can just whiff over a bat by a pixel, that is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, I assume this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Ah, see, that was the mistake. And then trying to deal with the uneven floor, knowing whether you need to be aiming high or low at these guys. It's interesting. There is some complexity to this combat system that has to do with sort of the geography, the topography, and the timing. But it's not the same. These aren't the same concerns you usually have when you're dealing with a combat system in a game like this. It's interesting how different it is. There's still definitely skill concerns and tactical concerns. It's just not the same ones. So it's unfamiliar. Drac points out it's interesting that everything sort of bursts into flame when it dies. So how far afield are we going at? Wow. So we're way off to the east now. Some kind of chest. Hey, bat. Oh my gosh. Oh, these bats. Can I make that? I don't think I can. No, nope, I can't. Okay, well, I gotta get some ability at some point. He's gonna give me access to that. Okay, well, we are about out of time, so I think the next time I find a chance to save, that's when we're gonna quit. I'm just not sure when that is exactly. Ooh, a learning scroll? What's that? Sure. I'll also eat that apple. Probably should have saved the apple, actually. I might not need it. Okay. I wonder... So this is just a lever behind a door. All right. Where am I trying to get? A lot of doors I can't get through. Oh, good to know that I... Okay, so at some point I'm going to get a shovel, looks like. Oh, it's one of these. Gotcha. Cloudcraft points out that the flames on death are actually straight out of Castlevania. So that is not something that I knew. Drax seemed surprised by it too. So it's interesting when something like that sort of depends on your knowledge of I mean, it doesn't depend on it. Like, you know, everything bursting to flames upon death is just, oh, that's interesting. Like, it's not, you know, not like the game is confusing if you don't understand the reference. But if you do understand the reference, then, you know, it can feel, I guess it doesn't really add that much more meaning to it. It's almost kind of like a Ready Player One sort of like, hey, I know what that is. But still, I don't know. It's interesting. It's definitely sort of a joke or a reference that's aimed at a particular segment of the audience. But unlike big expensive features, there's not a... Here we go. This is where I needed to get. There's not a big expense. You know, you're not like saying like, oh, well, you know, we shouldn't do this joke. We shouldn't do this reference because only certain people will get it. Well, you had to do something to get rid of the bodies, right? Either a fade or bursting into flames, or you had to do something. So choosing something that only a few people will get the reference to doesn't hurt the game at all. It's just, you know, because it doesn't cost any more than anything else you could have done. Anyway, so eventually I imagine that going down this elevator is going to be interesting. But we're out of time, so we're not going to do that right now. Thank you for joining me, though. This was a lot of fun, and you know, I haven't streamed in a while, so it's nice to kind of be getting back into it. So that is Chasm. Yeah, so I guess I'll do my YouTube wrap up and get out of here.